Thursday, August the 6th, 2020. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new edition of the Press Review on JDC Plus TV. We open with the Guardian Post newspaper on this news story that makes headline news on most papers published today. The paper says that at the Yaounde prison, detainees of the Anglophone crisis protested following the death of an inmate, Thomas Tangem, chained to his hospital bed. The paper adds that the angry detainees demanded explanations from prison authorities in relation to the disturbing circumstances under which Tangem joined his ancestors. This seems like a story you want to read in its entirety. Grab a copy of today's edition of the Guardian Post and read page 3. In other news, the Guardian Post says Anglophone religious leaders back government's plan to reconstruct the two crisis-stricken Anglophone regions. According to the paper, representatives of the Catholic Church, Presbyterian Church, Baptist Church, Full Gospel Mission, Anglican Church, and imams met Wednesday, August the 5th to discuss the reconstruction program, at the end of which they came up with a statement that gives a renewed endorsement to the presidential plan for the reconstruction and development of the Northwest and Southwest regions. Details on the statement on page 5. From the Guardian Post, we move on to the Post Weekender, which equally voices the story on the passing away of the sick Anglophone detainee chained to his hospital bed. The paper equally mentions the protest which followed his death at the Yaounde prison. We stay with the Post Weekender to talk COVID-19. The paper says Monseigneur Samuel Kleda's declaration that the coronavirus pandemic has been conquered in Cameroon sparks controversy. On Tuesday, August the 4th, 2020, the prelate met with media men and women in Douala, littoral region of Cameroon, to clarify the declaration that he made during a church service at the St. Peter and Paul Cathedral on Saturday that coronavirus has been defeated in Cameroon. To know what this declaration was all about, grab a copy of the Post Weekender published this Thursday, August the 6th, and read page 3. A painful but inevitable death. That is how the Horizon newspaper qualifies the last days of Thomas Tangem, Anglophone detainee who died chained to his hospital bed at the Yaounde Central Hospital early Wednesday, August the 5th, 2020. Portrait of a man considered as an ex-monk turned technician by the Horizon on page 3. The paper equally tells us that Yaounde will be host to African governors today in a summit to help African countries restart economies that have stalled because of the coronavirus pandemic. The meeting will hold virtually under the chairmanship of Cameroon's Minister of the Economy, Planning and Regional Development, Alamin Ousmane Mey, who is also the chairman of the Bretton Woods Institution. And that does it for what the papers had to say today. Many thanks for watching. On to our next edition.